Good afternoon from the National Service of the Liberia Broadcasting System. Welcome to Newsline, a 30-minute present most compelling news from Liberia and the rest of the world. Today is Tuesday, the 19th of March, 2024. I am Vafli Kamara presenting. In the headlines, Liberia's energy actors present new plan aimed at solving the country's electricity crisis.
We must focus on domestic generation. Honorable Senators.
LBS Director General Eugene Fagon frowns at reported misuse of the institution's properties across the country.
Everybody building permanent structure, not temporary, needs to stop.
Information Minister Jeremy Pia clarifies that Liberia does not have any law granting VIP protection to former presidents.
The assignment of EPS officers to individuals is at the discretion of the President of the Republic of Liberia. It is a presidential unit.
From home, Gambia moves one step closer towards FGM ban reversal. These and many more stories, including Spose, the Water Report, are coming up. First, Emmanuel Colley and the latest from the newsroom.
The Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission Board Chair Lawrence Chikajibo wants the government to focus on domestic power generation to resolve the electricity crisis in the country. Speaking at the Senate's confirmation hearing Monday, the ARC Board Chair said there is a need to prioritize LEC in the national budget as there is a risk associated with relying on international power generation. He noted that Ivory Coast, a key power supplier to Liberia, has the right to withdraw their support due to debt and may deepen the already existing electricity problem facing the country.
We must focus on domestic generation. Honorable Senators, is to look at our national budget. How can we fund the energy sector so that we don't run into these problems?
Dr. Sikajibo noted that as it stands, the Liberia Electricity Corporation does not have the capacity to generate and distribute power due to limited flow of water during the dry season. He at the same time wants the government to create an enabling environment to attract private sector, especially in the electricity companies, into the energy market. At the same time, the Chief Executive Officer of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, Monica Tan, had disclosed plan to increase At the same time, the Chief Executive Officer of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, Monica Tan, had disclosed plan to increase power supply in Liberia. Mr. Katam said the Liberia Electricity Corporation currently focusing on solar and hydro as two primary sources to increase power generation. The LEC CEO noted that due to climate change, more countries are transitioning to renewable and clean energy, and Liberia is of no exception. Mr. Katan added that the World Bank is currently investing in 20 megawatts respite power project in Liberia. He added that the project is expected to be completed in 1.5 years, while the hydropower plant will be expanded from 4 turbines to 6. Information Minister Jerry McPeer has clarified that there is no law that provides protection for former presidents if followed requests by former President George Weah to be assigned 38 EPS officers. Minister Pierre to ELBC, that's MICAT, on Thursday. The assignment of EPS officers to individuals is at the discretion of the president.
The assignment of EPS officers to individuals is at the discretion of the President of the Republic of Liberia. It is a presidential unit.
He noted that the leadership of the Executive Protection Service has informed the ministry that it will not accept a request by the former president. He also disclosed that former President George Weah was assigned 15 EPS officers but rejected 8 of the officers due to lack of familiarity. Director General Eugene Fagon has frowned against the misuse of the institution's properties across the country. Mr. Fagon's attention was drawn how Telecel is using the LBS property at the Gobajo community in Pinsville without any significant improvement. The LBS boss wants the management of Telecel improve their area of operation if they must provide better services to the Liberian people. Mr. Fagon at the same time is calling on those squatting on the LBS transmitter site to ensure that the entity tower cables are protected. He spoke Tuesday during a brief meeting to LBS facilities at the Gobajo Market and the new LBS community at the Coca-Cola factory in Painesville. Firestone Liberia has granted compulsory 1-month vacation to all rubber tappers within the employ of the company. Rubber tappers do the day to realize collection, brush clearing, and other labor-intensive work at the Firestone plantation. The paid vacation, according to Firestone Liberian Human Resource Director Maron Sukri, is to give the rubber tappers a well-deserved rest and family time. Madam Sukri has since attributed the compulsory vacation to drop in production due to the dry season. Meanwhile, Firestone Liberia rubber tappers have lauded the company for the decision to pay them their salary and benefits without working for a period of 1 month. The Senate Committee Chair on Health, Senator Dab, has emphasized the important role the health sector plays in government development program. Senator Babla said government needs a robust investment in the health sector to get on par with other countries in the sub-region. However, the grant came on County Senator Arlett that strengthening health delivery systems in the country is only possible if the president completes the appointments at the health ministry. Senator Vabla said at it stands the health ministry is still paralyzed given the lack of appointments at key positions including the deputy for administration. Senator Vabla that's clarified that the Senate has not received any appointment to position a deputy health minister for administration contrary to social media reports that there was an appointment made. Residents of Tubmanville Township in Todi District, rural Montserrat County, are said to be experiencing acute water shortage in the area. According to our correspondent, the Tubmanville residents are now fetching drinking water from unsafe water sources in the area as most children fall prey to diarrhea. Our correspondent said some residents are traveling to Kakata and Kingsville number 7 in Montserrat County to fetch water. And 2 suspected killers of a 50-year-old woman in Babulu County have been charged and fallen to court for criminal prosecution. According to our correspondent, Flomo Zinan, aged 35, and Kopo Kozi, aged 20, were charged with murder. Recently, the 2 murder suspects burned a 50-year-old woman, Orita Kose, in Gongpe Town over allegation of being a witch. A correspondent said the woman was taken to the Emirates Hospital in the county for treatment prior to her death.
Emmanuel Colley there with the news bulletin. You're listening to Newsland on ELBC Radio.